Will Smith is catching flack for promoting his tour using AI.
He is just shamelessly using an AI crowd to promote his tour, and how like emotional it's been. Like, this is why I do it for this. And then it's like that lady that has like 45 different hands while everyone around her is getting fucking morphed into some giant amalgamation of flesh and bone.
It's hard to believe that a Hollywood legend is now turning to gimmicks just to stay relevant. It's been years since that unforgettable Oscar moment, the slap that shocked the world, and the messy marriage saga that played out in front of millions. But instead of making a triumphant return, it feels like Will Smith is sinking deeper with every move. Once hailed as the king of Hollywood, today he's a figure we can't help but feel disappointed by. The man we cheered for is now known more for cringe-worthy stage antics and overly sentimental attempts to regain what he's lost. It's a far cry from the Fresh Prince we grew up with. But here's the twist. Will's trying to claw his way back, not through genuine moments of artistry, but by using AI to manufacture excitement for his tour.
That he posted on YouTube from his comeback tour in Europe. A lot of folks online are accusing the musician and the actor of posting a video using AI to...
And that, my friends, is just the tip of the iceberg. So what happened? How did a legend fall so far so fast? Let's rewind and take a look at the turning point that set this all into motion. The turning point in Will Smith's career came during the 2022 Oscars, when he slapped Chris Rock in front of millions. That moment will forever be tied to his name.
Hey, I'm out here. Uh-oh, Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
What should have been his crowning achievement, accepting the Best Actor Oscar for King Richard, quickly became overshadowed by the slap. A shocking act of aggression that caught everyone off guard.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane jump.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay?
Will, who had built his career on charm and family-friendly roles, suddenly became the face of controversy. The slap, intended to defend his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, from a joke that went too far, ended up damaging his carefully crafted public image. The reaction was immediate and intense. Hollywood, once his playground, now turned its back on him. Projects were shelved, endorsement deals vanished, and his reputation was shattered. Instead of the polished, composed figure we once admired, Will became a symbol of uncontrollable rage, a far cry from the inspirational figure he used to be. The aftermath was brutal. Apologies, tears, and an attempt to mend things with the public seemed to do little to repair the damage.
Chris, I apologize to you. My behavior was unacceptable, and I'm here whenever you're ready to talk.
It wasn't just the Oscars that took a hit. The world's perception of Will Smith would never be the same again. But the fallout didn't end there. Will's personal life was about to make things even more complicated. For years, Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith were Hollywood's perfect couple, the epitome of strength and unity. Together since 1997, they were seen as an unbreakable duo in a town known for its fleeting relationships. Will's image as a devoted husband and father, paired with Jada's own powerful career, made them a model family, one that fans admired from afar. But that perfect image began to unravel in 2020 when Jada admitted to having an affair with singer August Alsina. The revelation shocked the world, and while Will's public response was one of grace and forgiveness, many saw it as a sign of weakness. Instead of confronting the betrayal, Will appeared passive, almost resigned to his fate.
You and I were going through a very difficult time.
Yeah.
And we decided...
I was done with your ass.
Yeah, you kicked me to the curb.
I was done with you.
Yeah.
Marriages have that, though. Marriages have that.
Yeah, we broke up.
And then what did you do, Jada?
Well, I think from there, as time went on, I got into a different kind of entanglement with August.
An entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
A relationship?
Yes, it was a relationship.
As Jada's confession continued to stir the media, Will's stoic acceptance only seemed to deepen the narrative that he was trapped in a marriage that no longer made sense. To make matters worse, Jada later revealed they'd been living separately since 2016 but had kept up the appearance of a happily married couple. Fans were left to wonder, Was it love or just endurance? This admission shattered the public's trust in their ideal family narrative. Instead of being admired for their strength, Will and Jada became fodder for memes and ridicule, with Will now seen as the punchline of his own love story.
We ride together,
We die together.
Bad marriage for life.
And this wasn't the only thing damaging Will's image. His career was soon to face a major downturn. Once a surefire draw at the box office, Will Smith's star power began to fade with a string of major flops. Movies like After Earth, Collateral Beauty, and Gemini Man failed to connect with audiences or critics, leaving a dent in his once unshakable career. These films, which had massive budgets and high expectations, all fell short of the mark, drawing little interest from both fans and studios. Will's name, once a guarantee of success, no longer held the same weight. Projects that once would have been instant hits now seemed like risks. It was clear that Will Smith's golden touch had begun to wear off, but Emancipation, his highly anticipated comeback film, was supposed to be the turning point. Instead, it too failed to generate the buzz it needed, both at the box office and in critical reviews. Hollywood began to see Will as a risky investment. The actor who once led blockbuster franchises like Men in Black and Bad Boys was now struggling to land a hit. Fans, once loyal, now watched in disappointment as Will's career hit a slump. And as if that wasn't enough, Will's attempt to relaunch his music career would soon add fuel to the fire. Will Smith's foray back into music was meant to be a triumphant return to his roots, but instead, it became another misstep. His release of I Like Pretty Girls was met with an immediate backlash.
I like pretty girls.
With over 60% of viewers disliking the video. What was meant to reignite his music career ended up as a cringeworthy spectacle. The lyrics, repetitive and simplistic, felt out of touch with his audience. Lines like, "I love pretty girls," were repeated so often that it seemed more like a midlife crisis than a legitimate musical expression. The visuals were no better. Intended to evoke nostalgia, the video instead came off as awkward and tone-deaf, leaving fans disappointed and confused. What was once a playful, groundbreaking artist now seemed like a man grasping at whatever he could to reclaim his relevance. Critics were merciless, calling it a desperate attempt to hold on to a glory that had long since faded.
Garbage, bro. Straight up flaming dump, man. This shit. It's trash. Garbage ass song. Bro, and this is coming from me. I don't really shit on people. This song is ass. Trash. Shit. Just straight up. And I'm not even, like, hating or biased. This is just trash. Man. I don't think I'll ever react to Will Smith no more. What's this? Shit, man.
This wasn't the comeback Will had envisioned. Instead of winning over new fans or re-engaging his old ones, the video only reminded the public of the disconnect between the vibrant star they once loved and the man now desperately trying to capture the spotlight. Will's return to music had no spark, no innovation, just hollow attempts at relevance. But his struggles didn't end there. Will's next attempt to rebuild his image would involve something even more controversial. Just when it seemed like things couldn't get worse for Will Smith, he found himself in even hotter water with his use of AI to promote his tour. In a move that many saw as desperate, Will's promotional video for his upcoming concerts showcased what appeared to be a crowd of fake AI-generated fans. The digital crowd looked unnatural, the energy felt manufactured, and it didn't take long for sharp-eyed viewers to spot the flaws. The backlash was swift and savage. Critics accused Will of trying to fake excitement and hype up his tour with a distorted version of reality.
The human manifestation of asbestos, where asbestos was once like this really celebrated thing, but over time, as more information came out about it, people realized, oh, this isn't very good. That's what's been happening with Will Smith.
Instead of embracing his loyal fan base or creating an authentic connection, he seemed to be hiding behind technology to manufacture enthusiasm. Online commentators were ruthless, mocking him for resorting to AI as a crutch to prop up his fading stardom. Does he not have enough real fans to fill a venue? They wondered. This wasn't the first time AI had been used in the entertainment industry, but it was the first time it had been used so transparently and dishonestly. Artists like A.R. Rahman, Taylor Swift, and even Travis Scott have used AI for innovative projects, but their approach was transparent and creative. Will's, on the other hand, felt like a cheap shortcut, a blatant attempt to recreate the magic he no longer had. This move would add to the growing perception that Will Smith was desperately trying to hold on to a past that no longer existed. When you look at stars who've hit rock bottom but managed to climb back to the top, Will Smith's story stands in stark contrast. Robert Downey Jr. once seemed doomed, battling addiction and legal issues that nearly ruined his career. Yet, with his role as Tony Stark in Iron Man, he turned his life around. eventually becoming one of Hollywood's most bankable stars. Similarly, Keanu Reeves faced tragic losses and a stagnant career, only to be embraced by audiences once again through John Wick, earning the title of Hollywood's nice guy. Both men proved that a crisis could be the beginning of something new, if you have the right project and a character that resonates with audiences. But Will Smith didn't follow that path. Instead of focusing on genuine artistry or a transformative role, he clung to gimmicks and superficial stunts. From a lackluster music comeback to faking audiences for his tour, Will's attempts to reignite his career felt more like desperate moves than a true comeback. In contrast to these other stars who found redemption, Will's trajectory seems locked in a spiral. His reliance on technology, rather than substance, only highlights his struggle to reconnect with fans. The real question now: can he find a role or project that's authentic enough to win back the public's trust, or is he doomed to be remembered as the man who couldn't quite make it back? Will Smith's journey from one of Hollywood's brightest stars to a figure caught in a web of controversy serves as a powerful reminder of how fragile fame can be. Once the face of blockbuster films and an adored public figure, he now finds himself struggling to regain the trust and admiration he lost. The Oscar slap, the crumbling family image, failed comebacks, and the AI-generated tour fiasco. All these moments are now etched into the public's memory, painting a picture of a man trying desperately to hold on to a past that no longer exists. Whether he can ever bounce back remains to be seen. Will he find the role, the project, or the moment that will remind us of why we loved him in the first place? Or has he become a cautionary tale of what happens when you lose sight of what truly matters? Only time will tell. But for now, Will Smith stands as a reminder that fame, no matter how bright, can fade with just one wrong move. Thanks for sticking with us until the end. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more deep dives into Hollywood's biggest stars. Catch you in the next one.